Guys, it's Justin with Lone Mountain Truck Leasing. We're going to get into some tech talk from Lone Mountain and the bearded bros here. Be honest, mine looks better, doesn't it?
Negative.
We're looking at talking about some, regular maintenance issues guys might see and some questions you guys might have regarding, infamous Navistar engines, how good the Cummins might be compared to the DD15, whether or not the new PACCAR MX-13 is even reliable, or whether you should save your money on something else. Who knows? Aaron knows. He's our shop manager here at Lone Mountain. You guys talk about some regular maintenance issues, some things that guys might overlook, doing your pre-trips, checking tire pressure, such as that, making sure your fluids are topped off, or, you don't have a bunch of green corrosion on your batteries that might cause electrical issues. Let's face it, guys, in 2025 now with these engines and all the electronics we keep packing into these trucks, voltage matters. You're the shop manager here. You see a lot of trucks coming and going. What's some of the major issues or some of the things you see when trucks come through the shop?
Definitely load issues.
Your after treatment systems and your regen problems and stuff like that can be caused by simple problems, just like not servicing your fuel filters.
Yeah.
Doing your
over idling the truck.
Doing your PM services on time. It's nice to have your air conditioning on at night, but loading your after treatment system and causing you a bunch of maintenance costs.
Definitely a lot of issue there.
Yeah. Skipping your oil changes, figuring, hey, we can go an extra 1,000 miles, 10,000 miles. I got to get this load. I got to make that money. Well, skipping your oil changes, not doing your fuel filters, what's that going to cause? Hey, fuel filters, reduced fuel pressure. You're not getting your proper injection into the engine or into your after treatment system. You're not getting your right temperatures. You're load up the after treatment. Now you're down on the side of the road. And
you're paying $5,000 or so for
just to tow your truck to a shop. God forbid you break down in the middle of Boduck, New Mexico, where you got to wait 4 hours for a tow truck to get to you, and then another 4 hours to get you to the overpriced dealership that's going to charge you out the wazoo. What do you think that one of the biggest things that's going to cause some downtime for one of these drivers on the road?
Not draining your air tanks and not checking your brakes.
Not draining your air tanks, you're going to get rust in your air system. Your air compressor by design, it also has the oil from your engine in it, so you get a little oil residue that builds up in your system. That contamination in your automatic transmissions, let's face it, not a lot of guys can actually drive a standard anymore, and it's not even standard to buy a standard. You got to order it. So contaminate your transmission, you're broke down on the side of the road. 2 minutes a day will save you thousands. Trust and believe. Changing the modules on an automatic Eaton transmission is not a cheap job
or easy job.
You can't even do it with the transmission in the truck. You got to pull it out. That's a $3,500 labor bill, not to mention the parts. And we're going to talk about some of the major things and major mistakes, minor mistakes, and maybe some things that are just inconvenient to somebody when they're driving down the road. What's the most common thing that's going to cause problems to your truck and a breakdown?
Oil changes.
But why?
Well, it's very important for it to get done on time.
Well, that makes sense. Can I just stop at the truck stop and buy, if my truck's low on oil, can I just stop at the truck stop and buy any oil off the shelf?
No, you got to have the right one.
See, what most people don't understand is your engine oil actually breaks down over time. Heating up, cooling off, breaks down the scientific stuff inside of it that, let's face it, I don't freaking understand. But, that stuff breaks down. So if you don't change your oil regularly on your actual scheduled service maintenance, you wind up wearing out bearings, burn up a turbo. God forbid you take out any main bearings in the bottom of the engine. That's even more expensive.
Yeah.
But it causes extra breakdowns. Something as simple as extending out that oil change by 10,000. I can get an extra 5,000 miles. I'll wait until the end of next week to get my oil done. Could mean tens of thousands of dollars in repairs just to replace a turbo.
If you're lucky.
Correct. It's something as simple as your walk around your pre-trip and checking your brakes, lights and stuff every day. I mean, even when you get done driving off the road, put your hand on the hub or touch the tires and check to see if you got something that's a little hotter than normal.
Make sure you're checking that you don't got any bearings going out.
Even something as simple as checking your brakes doesn't seem like it matters very much. When your brake pedal feels or your truck's not stopping, get it into the shop, right?
Well, you should probably do it before that, but just saying.
Well,
If you're waiting until your truck won't stop, you probably have bigger issues at this point.
oh, definitely. If you wait too long and get metal to metal, you're burning up.
Rotors,
rotors, brake drums.
Well, it depends on what you have, but
Fixing the entire brake system, though. I mean, buying all the parts to rebuild the whole system
gets very spendy quickly.
Well, and not only that, takes a lot of labor, takes a lot of time, and God forbid, with a lot of these newer trucks and the parts that they have, where are you at? Are those parts even available? Are you waiting a couple days? Are you down somewhere in the middle of the Midwest where you don't even got a Walmart to go get yourself something?
So you ain't going to Walmart to get that anyways.
Well, but you might want yourself a TV dinner.
That's true.
They might not even have a damn McDonald's, okay? Another major thing that we deal with nowadays, I mean, let's face it, we're in 2025 and all these newer trucks they might have more technology in them than we understand yet. Electrical systems, man. What back in the shop back there with these trucks and dealing with everything you deal with back there, what do you see that really causes problems with the electrical systems?
The main one you see is honestly fuses blown, relays in wrong or bad connection at the batteries, corrosion buildup.
All right, let's try this. Right?
What
causes a fuse to blow?
Causes a fuse to blow?
Yeah.
Short circuit normally.
Right. So if I got a blown fuse, can I just go throw another one in there and
you can try it, but it's going to pop again if it's got a short circuit.
Something as easy as corrosion on your batteries can cause that, though, right? I mean, bad grounds or something simple as just a loose bolt on your ground strap going to the frame. I mean, it can cause you a bunch of bullshit.
That it can.
Systems nowadays, guys, are extremely complicated. They've added so much technology and so much stuff to try and make these trucks smarter than we are that check your batteries every day. That little bit of green corrosion, stop in at the truck stop and buy you a Coke and pour it on there if you've got to. You may not know this, but a simple Coca-Cola out of the freezer at Love's, clean that corrosion up, pour a bottle of water to rinse it down, and help keep your batteries clean. It's not exactly common practice, but the acids in the Coke work.
It does, but I would go just get a wire brush and clean it up.
You really think a trucker's going to stop when he's at the truck stop and wire brush his battery cables or just pour a freaking soda on there? You're a mechanic, sir. That's what I would do too. I'd pull the connectors off, clean them up, put them all back on, get you some of that little, what the hell they call that stuff? Battery protector?
Battery protectant, yeah.
The pretty red stuff?
The pretty red greasy stuff?
Helps prevent corrosion. Might help keep you on the road instead of in the shop. A lot of repair costs wind up being electrical issues, and something as simple as a loose or corroded ground could cost you thousands in diagnostic costs just chasing it to find where it's at. He knows. This guy spends days chasing electrical issues sometimes.
That is true.
Check your tire pressures, guys. Tires are expensive. What other problems you got if you don't check your tire pressures?
Well, eventually they will start chopping and wearing unevenly, and then you're kind of screwed.
Also builds up excessive heat. That could honestly cause problems in many areas. God forbid they catch on fire, but tire pressure is bad. We rely on our tires. Again, they roll us down the road, right? But they also do a lot more. And overinflated, underinflated tires are also going to cause your suspension to wear out faster. More wear and tear on those bushings, more beating on your, you think that your shocks and your springs are all that actually the suspension in your truck, but that rubber sidewall of the tire, that also provides a lot of give and suspension to your truck. So an overinflated tire that's too hard beats on your springs. An underinflated tire that's, gets way too hot.
I never thought of it that way.
See?
Look at that, he's smarter than I am.
Smarter than a third grader. Not even a fifth grader, just a third grader.
Yeah.